What's up, guys? Welcome back into the channel. Thank you for stopping in today. As you can tell, we have Jimmy here behind me. We had to make a junkyard run for an extra door. Short story, long story short, however you want to explain it. We mounted the driver's door and we had a little bit of an issue where the bottom lip here mounts up to the bottom side of the rocker panel. Like this one, it's nice, tight, flush. No, on that side over there, it was a huge gap. It was a big enough gap. I could reach my hand up in here like that, and it just was not good. So I'm not sure if one of the hinges on this door is just slightly bent, like up in this area or down here, what the culprit was. But no, I could literally reach my hand up and I could touch up in here. So it was a good little gap. So we went down to the junkyard, grabbed a $100 door, and we're gonna be pulling the guts out of it. So what I mean the guts is this inner door panel, just getting all this out. It's got a pretty good window on it. It's not all scratched up, so I'm probably gonna reuse this window. We'll just tint it to match those over there. But everything else should be the same. They did spray paint it, but we gotta get the latch out, the door handle on this side. We'll get the mirror off, basically just strip it all the way down. The only rust on this thing, which kind of sucks, is right down here, because that one I put a new skin on, and it may have been my fault. I'm not sure if I didn't get the skin on right, but when I redid this, I put a new inner tub here and then the lower door skin. And what I did is I basically mounted this piece, the inner part here, back to this section here, so I knew exactly all these holes were lined up in the same spot, which you can kind of tell my cuts off a little bit. But I know this tub was in the correct spot because I had the inner door panel in it and all the screw holes lined up because it obviously was bolted down. And then I flipped it over and I put my lower skin on and kind of folded the edges, and then we went from there. So I'm not sure what happened, but we're gonna hopefully get this thing stripped down. I'm going to take a wire wheel and clean all this stuff up over here. Probably throw some Pour 15 on it so it's not continuing to rust. I've put my hand down through this hole here and felt like up in this section, and it's, there's no rust, as you can tell, like right here. So it should be pretty solid, but once we get this out, I'll probably still clean that up and take some of like the bed liner in an aerosol can and get it shot up in there, let it sit, and then we're gonna come back and we got to Raptor line all this again like we did on the other door. No big deal, we'll get it taken care of. But for now, we're gonna get this thing pulled out, and then hopefully we'll get this thing at least test fitted and see how it goes. So I just want to show you guys a quick update. So it's kind of a pain in the butt with these older GM trucks. They didn't really design them the best. To get the door handle out, you have a 10 mil here and then one that drops down through the actual handle itself, which is right here. That one, so that one's the side one, and this one's the one that goes through the inner door panel. And then you have a bunch of little 7 mils all the way around to get it undone. And then you have all your rods you have to disconnect, which are kind of a pain in the butt. Got those out, and then these here are a Torx bit. It is a T30 for those, to get those out. And then you have to undo those, and it actually slides out of this hole here, and then it's ready to come out. Then your window track system there, you just slide it off that side and slide it off this side, and it's good to go. And like I said, guys, this door is really clean. The only rust part on it is just the window track here, but the inside's nice and clean. And then this down here. And then as far as the inner door panel goes, I'm assuming someone was in here. Jimmy and I were talking, because there was a bolt or a self-tapper screw up there in the top, and then there's 1 or 2 missing down here at the bottom. So not sure if they changed the door handle or if the window motor went bad at some point and they swapped it over, or what the cause was. But that piece there can now go to the junk pile that's outside. And we're gonna get this wire brushed. And then, like I said, I'm gonna actually shoot the inside up in here with some truck bed coating just to help it with the rust. And then we're going to probably pull that window out just so it doesn't break or anything while we're test fitting it and stuff. The window's not very difficult to slide out. And then we're gonna take off the mirror itself. Mirror on this side, just pull your little foam boot out here. Then you just have a couple nuts down in there you'll take off, and then that thing will drop out, and then the mirror or the window, you just kind of walk down, kind of twist it sideways, and the whole thing will come out. So we're gonna do that, change the bushings over here, and then we're gonna test fit this thing to make sure everything lines up. Okay, so obviously you guys can tell we got that stripped down. I got the glass pulled out. I need to take off, obviously, like these exterior pieces here. Get this thing sanded. This thing fits in here so much better. Nice gap down here on the bottom. I mean, everything looks good. The only issue we have with this is the fender gap to door gap up here at the top is a lot bigger than down here. So what I was telling Jimmy is I might have to pull this bolt out right here and throw a shim in there, which should cause that to kind of kick over and then this to kick towards the front of the truck. But no, this thing fits in here nice. We just have those pins halfway in there, so I'll probably end up pulling this thing off, pulling this trim off, getting everything sanded, getting the bottom there cleaned up. So big thank you to Jimmy for helping me get this pulled out. Do have a small dent right here that we need to fix, but that's pretty common if you change the door handles in these trucks. No big deal. Kind of fix that little piece there and get that fixed. But no, guys, the truck's coming along great. We're actually going to be jumping over to Jimmy's truck now, so it's going to be a 1 day, 2 video kind of day. So we're going to do that. So that's going to do it for my truck. I just want to give you guys a quick update. I have been slaving away on this thing. I've been super busy working my normal job. And then I also had a couple details this past week. So I'm trying to get as much done on this thing as I can when I can. So I do apologize, guys. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and take this out to Jimmy's truck and do another video. But anyway, guys, remember, learning as I do, doing what I love. That's it for my truck. We'll see you outside. Peace.